Good afternoon, guys, or good early evening. It is Tuesday, March 22nd, um, for 2011. Hope you guys having a good time. I'm alright. I just got into the office, per usual. It's a typical me coming to the office late. Not, well, I won't say not because I couldn't. I just had to do some things, do some errands, help some people out. But it's okay. The more important thing is I'm actually in the office now, getting ready to do some work. Got some MTTs to do again per usual, and also some SMGs, sit and goes. I'll be focusing on trying to get some big scores today because today is actually a much-needed big score day. A lot of things coming up that need money. A lot of things are coming up that are money sensitive, and so we're really focusing today to thinking of big scores so we can alleviate some of those problems. That's the goal. Definitely got to pray about that and figure out, how we can get that going. In light of that, I'm still looking to get some sort of part-time or full-time job supplement. So, grow my bankroll versus stressing over it and just, totally just diminishing my bankroll. So, as it speaks, it's rather anemic right now on all sites. Right now, focusedmotion.net is still down. I still got to work on that. That's an issue to resolve, and as well as some other things to do. So, prayers are much appreciated. It is not easy being a professional poker player, especially when you're trying to make ends meet through your bankroll, which ideally, like I was speaking to my wife the other day, I said, it makes sense to be a poker pro if you're able to, if you have some sort of, like example. I think if you can try to be a poker pro if you have, like, let's say, um, life expenses saved up for about a year. So basically, you have rent set aside for a year. You have, your insurance for your cars set aside for a year. You have your other monthly expenses like your cell phone, groceries, and so forth set aside for a year, and also you have some emergency funds set aside for a year. So, in that idea of thinking, you're able to concentrate, I guess, solely on growing your bankroll and in preparation for the following year, so you can duplicate it again. So, but obviously, I'm not in that scenario. I'm more of the paycheck to paycheck scenario. So, if I'm working a 9 to 5, it'd be a paycheck to paycheck kind of deal. And of course, you can't get ahead that way. Conversely, same thing with me. I'm a, I'm a instead of paycheck to paycheck, it's a tournament win to tournament win. So I'm living off tournament wins, and as we all know, and definitely in tournament poker, it's not easy, and definitely can you can definitely experience a lot of variance. For example, uh, coming close to 25th of this month, I have only won in a 2 month span. I would have only won one tournament, and that was on AP. And the last one after AP, before AP, was the one on Merge, and so I'm experiencing a drought on Merge. Final table a bunch, well, not a bunch, just a handful of tournaments on Merge since then, and maybe final table a couple APs. Yeah, and that's it. But that's normal. Um, that's the normal, variance of tournament poker. So um, there may be a time soon, guys, that I will be kind of scaling back on online poker as a pro for a while in order to generate the bankroll requirement that I feel better for me, and also generate the life bankroll requirement that feels better for me. Because I think if I'm going to actually achieve this professional standpoint, I'm going to have to have my life expenses taken care of for at least a year, and then I can truly focus on going to bankroll and becoming a poker pro. I think that's the caveat for any aspiring poker pro, and I think that's definitely important. Yeah, so I'm praying about this, and then after that, I've been trying to figure out what exactly he wants me to do, and whatever way he wants me to go, I'm definitely gonna go for that. And as of now, I think it's just best for me to kind of scale back on the poker thing and definitely get a full-time job, do poker part-time, build up that bankroll, and be ready for the second coming of focus motion. But that by no means means I am gone completely from the tournament online scene or the live online or live tournament scene. It just means that I just have to handle my priorities as it stands, which is my my rent, taking care of the family and so forth. It's not exactly an emo blog, but it's just kind of a blog of to kind of let you guys know where I stand on a more realistic sense. And yeah, but that's the reality of being an online pro. Sometimes, just if you don't do things correctly, you will definitely could get a 1% chance of you succeeding. And if you do things correctly, I want to say there's 25% or 50% chance of you succeeding. But you guys understand the difference between the two. And so next time it comes around, hopefully we'll be in a situation where I am prepared, and we'll see how it goes there. So I'm not defeated, not discouraged, but looking forward to my second shot. But yeah, so anyway, all that being said, I'm gonna definitely log out now and grind the tournaments. Even if I win a bunch of tournaments, still I need to adhere to me personally 1 year's life apprenticeship before I can definitely get back into focusing. And also, which means 1 year life apprenticeship plus a adequate bankroll. Now, real quick before I'm gonna ramble, and you guys are just gonna jump onto the next YouTube video, whatever, and what are the bankroll requirements for myself? Realistic bankroll requirements for myself. I would say, and it would be very nice, and I think realistically, if I'm saying a public code, I think your bankroll has to be. I mean, if you want to do in conjunction with all the other sites, cumulative, I would like to say your bankroll has to be around the 75K to 100K mark. Just because the variance is so thick, it's swinging and just off the charts. So I think cumulative on the various different poker sites that you're in, you need to have at least 100K total to attempt different tournaments, right? Right. Alright guys, so this is Focus Motion. Pray every day. I'm definitely trying to pray every day. I'm definitely trying to talk to God and try to get my life sorted out because it's really upheaval right now. But yeah, keep praying, keep grinding, and just think about priorities and make sure you become a person of your word. So if you say something or you have responsibilities, take care of it because that character is important. Definitely important to God. He wants to make sure that you are who you are and not a front. Anyway, alright guys, this is another blog for another time. But this is Focus Motion. Keep it live, keep God first, and grind a day. Peace.